supersede any capping that they put on my map. Destination glory, make a reservation, homie. I got my hands like the movies, Lord of the Rings, Infinity Stones. I'm decimating all of you kings. The flow was something like audio cane. Analyze my raps, you can tell where my mind at. Gold mines in these rhymes, yeah, I mind that. Can we forward to the times where I already popped off and I got stage after stage sold out.
Niaje fam, what's up you guys? This is your girl Shiro coming at you with the third episode of Kenyan Plug Pod for the week, and this time it's going to be the artist plug featuring Jakk Quill, who has dropped his mixtape The Stash today. And you guys, he's one of the up and coming artists that is going to be real hot real soon, so make sure you are plugged in and tuned in for a dope interview with Jakk Quill.
Yeah, what's good?
Yes, so we're talking about your recent project that is out right now.
Yeah, The Stash. As of now, you can get it on SoundCloud, but I'm working to have it on other platforms as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we are talking 6 tracks, The Stash.
Yeah, 6 tracks. I'm still waiting to get. I want to see what gets the people most out of the 6. So just want to give people time to bump to it before I start checking that out. Yeah, but I feel like it's a tight 6.
It's a nice 6.
It's definitely a tight 6.
All right, that's what's up. So you said you're taking us on a journey. You're taking us on a journey because every song sounds different.
Yeah, I'd say every song has its vibe, and the first part of the tape is a bit chilled out. Then it gets more hype as it closes down. It ends on a high note, I can say.
6 songs are going to hold us until 2020, Kweli? Nope.
Oh.
No.
You don't think so? You're skeptical.
Absolutely. But it's almost December, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see.
There's lots of food for you people. I'm serving.
Thank you. Yeah, I've seen like people are jumping on the Jakk Quill train. So it's good.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how you so who was your crew before MBA? Or you just kind of doing it?
Nah. I started music in campus. I was with some pep. They went by the name Illest Motherfuckers Alive.
Nice. And who was this crew?
Just some guys we had in campus.
Okay.
But around 2016 or 17, I left for my own reasons. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of were doing your own thing?
No, I actually stopped music for a while. I was going through some shit.
Oh, you're saying you just stopped doing music in general?
Yeah, I left the crew and I stopped music for a few months. I was going through some crappy phase. But I got back to it. I linked with one of my crewmates, Bush. I don't know if you know Bush, OG Preach. He makes beats sometime in 2013 or 14 in Kitengela. I was at my uncle's place. That never materialized into anything. Then somehow we just connected around 2017. Yeah, I found them already, him and another beat maker called 5 Star Beats, and they already started their thing, and we were just, the vibe is good. I go where the vibe is good, because you can't make music where the energy is bad.
Absolutely.
You're not comfortable. Yeah.
Even the true listeners, they know. Like when you hear music that's made in bad environment, you can tell.
Yeah, but there's also a catch, because I feel like pain sometimes makes for great songs.
But you said you had a rough patch. You had a rough patch in life, so
Well, you have to go through pain. That is normal.
Yeah. But the beautiful thing about being a creative is you get to channel that pain into something else, and you can turn it into something beautiful. So
yeah, that's like the best thing. Like when you're able to take these experiences and turn them into music, or it doesn't even have to be music, even paintings or any art form. It's just it's liberty.
That's great. So talk to me about the 6 tracks. How does
It's
it make you feel?
makes me feel good. Makes me feel good. But to be honest, I'm also kind of, I mean, it's not a bad kind of tension. There's I don't know about other artists, but there's just this tension that comes with dropping a project. It's like you've put in so much work, you've spent nights there, sacrificing other things, getting to the studio. Then you're just like, wow, I hope they take it nicely, you know.
And you have to have like that 50 Cent mindset. Or is it 50 Cent or Kanye West? They just, like they're so confident when they drop it.
No, don't
They
get
make you feel like
it's not a matter of confidence. I'm damn confident. Actually, I'm so confident. I think I'm cocky sometimes. It's not confidence. It's just, I don't know. It's expectations. You have expectations.
Yeah, you gotta let go of those. If
Yeah.
you know you did your thing,
Yeah.
everything else is up to the universe,
Yeah.
But yeah. So what's your favorite song off of the tape? The Stash.
Man. I don't think I've chosen, but gun to my head, maybe Drive Slow. There's a and also I have another track which is the intro called Noushi. Also like that jam.
You said what is it called? It kind of broke up.
New shit. My new shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Drive Slow or the intro.
I can't pick. They're all my children, so I love them all.
Exactly. No favorites.
No favorites.
You delivered on all of them. Nice.
Come again?
You delivered on all of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anything for the women?
Of course.
Absolutely. Yeah. So walk me through like the sessions. Which one, like, you had a good time in the studio with all of them, or was it like a pack session? Did you have like a people like telling you, this one is the one, this one's the one that's going to get everybody's attention, or everything's just been smooth?
Not many people have heard the songs. Maybe 5 max, if I estimate. But in terms of the song, I enjoyed recording most. I'm usually having solo sessions. They work better for me. I like being alone in the studio. But sometimes crewmates or some artists around. But the song I enjoyed recording has to be Midnight. I have a track called Midnight with Nufa 23.
Yay.
This guy went wild. Like, one thing you have to understand about this track is Nufa freestyle on this track. And it came out dope. Yeah, I had fun with that.
Shout out to Nufa.
Shout out to my boy Nufa 23.
Yeah, coming through. You guys have done a couple of tracks together, so I'm sure your chemistry.
Done a couple tracks. That's why I always like making music with him, because once you have that working chemistry going, it's on and on. There's no stopping. We do.
Absolutely. I'm glad you guys have like a solid crew.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Kenyan artists are getting screwed over right now.
Too many, actually.
Yeah. So it's like, if your crew is solid, then at least you have one, like you have some kind of backing that's going to help you in this thing.
That's true.
Books and I'm taking the change. Really, I'm getting the biz done. Check. Think on my movies. I'm about to form Nickel Die Hard. Hopping on beat after beat, then proceed to repeatedly sound like an icon. Maybe it's due to the fact if you look at my record, then really I is one. Balancing books and I'm taking the change. Really, I'm getting the biz done. I told her shorty if she really wanted, then I got some things she could binge on. Take it to space whenever I rock it. You think I was something like Kim Jong? Up and about, cornering stones. I'm trying to build on my kingdom. So due to that, I've been checking my energy, filling my head with some wisdom. I'm trying to get it like right from the gutter.
So that hard video, when is that coming?
I don't have a date for that, but tentatively end of October or early November.
You were in uni, right, when you started doing music?
Yeah, I was in uni when I did start recording. It was probably my Uni was fun, man. Uni was hella fun.
Nice. Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. So you have a backup plan in case anything was to happen.
Backup plan, financial backup plan, or what kind of backup plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have some business ideas. You have to have that because
Also,
I mean,
entrepreneur.
I'm speaking. Maybe I'm speaking from my perspective, but I feel like this music hasn't, not even my music per se, but just in Kenya in general.
Mm.
I don't think it's reached a point where you can fully depend on it. Like maybe there's some people who have reached that point, but as long as you're not there yet, you have to have some other backup plan.
I definitely agree.
If the top dogs need a backup plan, who am I not to have one?
But people like Diddy, people like a lot of people who are in the music industry, they always branch out. I don't know why people think, once you make it, that's it. You have to have an entrepreneurship spirit.
You have to have a business mindset in this because
Mm-hmm.
the music will bring you fame and a bit of clout. And I feel like that's what you're supposed to use now to, push into other ventures, whether it's fashion or even the music business itself. There's the music and the music business. I feel like you should use that clout and fame to push your other ideas. It's not only the music, it should be bigger than the music. If you look even at African artists like Nasty C,
They should look at a Nasty, for example.
Definitely.
Most of them probably came through the same time as him, but they're like, why? I don't know, maybe some of them ask themselves, why is he winning? Why is Nasty winning?
He's so sharp, he's smart, and he understands what he's doing.
But also for me, it's not even that. It's getting the right managers.
And I can't also, yes,
right? It's getting the right managers.
Yes.
Making, not only dropping tracks, he's making business moves. So.
And he's young. I don't know. Like this generation here, it's different. It's like we have a lot of different ideas. We want to do more than our older generation. So
I feel like the difference is we're not like content with the bubble. We're not okay with just staying in the bubble. We want to break out and like see what's outside and what frontiers lie, even if they've been undiscovered or they might be challenging. We have that drive to explore.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we don't exactly that bubble, that box. We are breaking out of it. We don't want to be one. We don't want to have one title.
True.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm always happy to hear that because there's a lot of business opportunities. I feel like music industry, the creators right now, they're having a ball because like content is everywhere. There's music everywhere. There's so much.
There's a general. I'd say there's a general. What do I call it? There's a fleeting feeling of optimism in the air regarding Kenyan music at the moment. People are predicting the going forward, things will look better, things will brighten up because people are actually paying attention to their content and how they deliver their content to the audiences, to the music video quality, and
absolutely.
Online, people are now taking the music seriously. It's not just a thing. I feel like that's one of the biggest hurdles. I don't regret it. I take it seriously, but the one of the biggest hurdles is I did it for a long time with for fun mentality. I was not like this. It was just something for fun. But people are taking it seriously, like it's a thing, a career.
And I think social media changes a lot of things. It expands the ability, like it makes it easier to connect with other artists, other people. And that's what we were missing for a long time. Nobody ever said Kenyan music was like trash or anything like that. It was just that we were not able to gain attention from other people to see like the Kenya really has a lot of talent.
True.
So I think now that we are working kind of from the outside in and everything else, it's helping it out. It's helping it grow into the levels it's supposed to go. So what would be your ideal collaboration?
My ideal collaboration, locally or all over, anywhere.
Locally and then internationally.
Locally, who'd I like to work with locally?
Other than your crew already.
No, I mean, I work with my crew every day. I'm trying to think outside of my crew.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'd like to work with Karun.
Yeah, that would be a vibe.
I'd like to work with. There's an artist by the name Swahili Papi. He's dope.
Absolutely.
Ecstatic. There's an artist by the name Ecstatic. I'd like to work with her. Who else? Who else? Yeah, that I think that's top of my head. Zenny is also dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has a nice. She just dropped, by the way, too.
Yeah, listen, it was fire. It was vibes.
I like that movement. Swahili Papi with his vibe is like very, like I don't know how to call it, like psychedelic-ish, if you will.
Yeah, it's trippy.
Yeah, exactly. Trippy music for real. It's like a whole lane.
But those are just like top of the head, and I'm sure there's a lot of people I'd like to work with. So that's just like top of the head. Yeah.
The beauty of Kenya is that you can legit find any vibe you want to go with, and you can collab with a certain artist. It's not like just one type of music coming out of Kenya. There's like any kind of music you want.
Yeah, it's any kind of music.
Yeah, so that would be dope. I would love to like a nice tape of you guys just going off. Everyone just collabing with some dope people.
Yeah, hopefully in the future.
So international.
Definitely Nasty C.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to think Africa, then out of Africa. And Sakodi is also dope. I feel like he forced me to be on my toes. Yeah, that's always a nice thing. Like I feel like many artists look for people who they know they'd be doper than, but that doesn't challenge you,
Oh no. That's boring,
Or you need to be with people who will force you to get out of that box.
You want the whole song to ride, the whole song to keep you entertained.
Yeah, true. Wizkid is also dope, man.
Wizkid is fire.
It's fire. Who else? AKA is dope. That's me. That's
Africa.
I was going Africa, then internationally. Man, Drake.
Yeah.
Hey, I can damn that high. Yeah, Drake. I'd like to work with Maverick Sabre. I don't know if you know Maverick Sabre.
What? Who is this?
I just gotta breathe. You don't know that song?
Nope.
Yeah, I'd like to work with Sabre. Joey Badass, definitely.
I know Joey Badass. Finally.
At least we're back on track.
Joey Badass is okay. Yeah, that's you. Like that's the American you. Like.
Badass is definitely it. Like his album Before the Dollars, that's definitely in my top 5.
You didn't even say J. Cole. What?
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm not done. Who else? Yeah, J. Cole and Kendrick. I think that's like what is one thing most people love? That's like dessert. When you're having food and you're in a restaurant, like dessert is, of course, that's not even, I shouldn't even have to mention that. J. Cole and Kendrick. There's two guys that I'm itching to say because I feel like I should say them. Masego and JID and Jid and Boss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm feeling all of it because all of it makes sense. So do you have any club bangers on the stash?
Oh, the tape is actually pretty lit. It's on how do I say? It has both lit and chill stuff, but I feel it's more lit than chill.
Okay.
A mix of both, yeah. It progresses. The way I've arranged the songs, the chilled out songs is sort of take the first like half, then it progresses as the tape gets hyped. The last songs are a bit hyped. They're stage songs.
Yeah, that's good. So you're taking us through a journey to us.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
Nice, 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 nice. I'm excited for it. So it's going to be like, so you can hear it being played at a club one day.
Yeah, if the right connects come to it, can it does have collab worthy songs. I
The
was actually
beautiful.
talking I was actually talking to one of my one of my buddies by the name Nas J. Yo, big up to Nas J, by the way. And we were saying how you need club songs. It's
Absolutely.
you wanna sit down and write, your own songs that you relate to and something, but you need club songs. If you even look at someone like J. Cole, he had to get a club song before
He could
Rock was easy to release his project, because you need that. A club song gives you that cloud,
that vibe.
because
That vibe you're looking for.
you will always be in the club, and once they bump to you, then they'll probably start knowing your name when they see you around.
You need two things. You need a club song and you need something for the women.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
must.
Uh-huh. So once you get those two, like, it's official, it's set, because of course, like, if the women are listening to it, the guys are going to listen to it, and that's a must. And then if you have something for the club, everyone is listening to it. So it's
True,
like
true.
you have a win-win. And then when you give us a conscious song too, like,
Yeah.
that's a trifecta.
Yeah, that's a trifecta.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see Jakk Quill in 5 years?
Man, in 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
5 years, I see Jakk Quill healthy, successful in music, and probably one of the biggest names repping African rap to the world.
Hey, I know you spoke about branching out into some business.
Yeah,
So hopefully running a couple businesses as well.
that's definitely. They might or might not be related to the music, but that's sure in the plans.
Nice.
Yeah.
So 5 years, Jakk Quill is the biggest one of the household names.
Yeah. Scooping all of them shows.
Hey, at least you didn't say all the shorties or all the kamamas or something. At least your head is
Nah, I ain't a thirsty nigga.
thirst free. I heard that. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is one thing, like, if you got like all the money that like, if you got signed or if you just got big, what would be your first purchase?
My first purchase,
Mm-hmm.
man, it depends on how big the bag is.
We're talking about the one you always dreamed of.
The one I always dreamed of. I'm definitely getting a house, because I'm damn tired of rent, man.
I feel that. Are you
Yeah,
building a house or are you just purchasing a thing?
I'm building. I'm getting the best architects to draw up something nice, not just something typical. I'm going all out.
Hey, that's how you
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. So the house is the first purchase. I'm with it.
Yeah, the house, definitely the house. Once that is done, everything else is secondary. I think
Hey.
I'd also spoil my mom.
Hey, do it for mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting higher to see me, they're gonna have to climb a tree just like Zacchaeus. Try to link to that divine. All my verses drip with knowledge, and not just common knowledge. I'm talking knowledge. Bars you listen to for ages and ages. Anticipation for every verse, it's amazing. I'm not trying to be local, I'm trying to go global. I'm trying to rub shoulders with some unknown moguls who own renowned logos, live in unknown corners. So anytime I'm on the piece, I drop stones on them. It's the critical individual, never seen before, never heard, aboriginal, never minimal. What I disseminate is edibles. I got lyrical tentacles to get into the pinnacle.
What's the formula to make it if it's without people, like the bloggers, the radio station? Because it seems like everyone is just focusing on who's on the radio, who's has a bigger buzz, but forgetting about the people that are not yet quite discovered but are flames. So
Yeah.
how do you get that recognition without selling out or without, being thirsty again?
Man, I honestly don't think I could have a conclusive answer for that because there is I think there is no formula per se, because if you look at the journeys of different artists, everyone came to the limelight in different ways, in diverse ways you can't even start imagining. So
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say there's one particular formula, but I would say there are definitely some good add-ons, things that could definitely not hurt in the journey to, the come up. That's what I can say, but I wouldn't say there's a definite formula. You can also run around, trying to look for all these people, looking for the influential people to make you pop, or looking for that hot DJ or hot blogger or radio presenter. You can do all that shit and then end up misusing, throwing your energy all over the place for nothing, or for cold shoulders. So I prefer to let me say I prefer to stay down and work and just nurture my creativity, to a point where even if, like, you don't want to get the limelight if you have like one track. Like,
Exactly.
now, if the limelight came to me, I know I'd be good because, man, I have a catalog. I'm comfortable with what I'm doing because I've been doing it for a while, and I've mastered it, and I'm improving it every day. Because I went through that phase where I was hitting up everybody, upload a track, then you try to get this person or that person to listen, and then it just reached a point. I asked myself, wait, why am I doing this? Why am I running all over the place? So I just decided, you know what? I need to stay down, get my creativity to some Everest levels, and just be comfortable with my art, with this gift, such that before I bring it to the world on that global platform, it's something that is
Mastered.
fun.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite words. Basically, you're describing sharpening your skills.
Yeah, sharpening your skills, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the only formula for me. That's the only thing I think works is when you sharpen your skills. I've heard that it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill. So after you've reached the 10,000 hours, you're official.
That's actually interesting that you mentioned that, because there's a book I'm reading. It's called Outliers, and it analyzes that 10,000 hour concept, and how many of the people we see as successful, and maybe people think like, oh, he's lucky, or he was fortunate to get that, or to be wherever they are. It's not really luck or fortune. It's, these people have put in the hours to be where they are.
It's true. I think about it all the time because it's something that we've gotten accustomed to. Like, we'd rather just go out here and chill, and then you're like, it sounds like work, so I don't want to do it. It's crazy.
Exactly. There's a J. Cole line where he says, if niggas put half what they put in chasing ass into a craft,
by now you'll be famous and rich. But I get it.
Yeah. That's at least there's some beauty in it, because even when I talk about my situation, I'm not talking from a point of like regret. Like, I appreciate that you go through that, and then you learn things, and then you start developing, small things that differentiate you from other people. Things like work ethic, things like, consistency.
Exactly.
You learn that over time.
Discipline. Like, when you're going through it, it sounds like it feels like crap, but then once you're done, you're like, damn, I wouldn't trade anything.
Yeah. And sometimes when you're like in the middle of the journey, you don't even realize. Sometimes you don't realize how how beautiful the journey is. It's only when you get farther ahead and you look back and you're like, yeah, I'm really doing this. I'm really going through this, and this is awesome.
So have you had one of those moments? It's like an epiphany moment. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like,
definitely.
Yeah, you feel like, damn, this is the start of something.
Man, definitely. When I mean Nikikachi and Nikumbuke, we used to make like we used to make tracks like I've been through the dingiest. I feel like I've been through the dingiest of shit just for this music. Like I've walked to studios midnight in dangerous areas. I've gone I don't know, kilometers and kilometers away just to record one song. I've done this shit. And then sometimes you sit and you look back and you like you analyze your track record and you just look at things as like the new fans you're getting, the love that they're slowly starting to build, and you realize, yeah, there's something I'm doing. You even the people who used to talk, maybe they were taking it as a joke, like "Umsa nafanya muziki aje." Then you start noticing they're becoming more quiet, more keen. Then you're like, yeah, there's something. There's some work I'm putting in. It's a feeling you can't describe.
I love it. I love when the people that doubted you are quiet.
Yeah. Au they say, shh, hauanza kutulia. Walikuwa wanabonga but wanatulia. That's what I like about it. You can't even, nobody can argue with the track record.
Oh yeah.
You can't argue with that. It's solid. It's there. You can see it.
That's the beauty. That's the real beauty. That's like better than even payment. That's better than
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's fulfillment.
Yeah. How did your parents feel about like you going the artist route?
Man, my mom supports me. She appreciates what I do. And she encourages me to do it. But she's at the same time she's also like, we ain't seen nobody eat from this. So, she's also worried from a parental point of view, about the future and stuff. Like, is it sustainable? Is it something that can actually be a career and stuff? But for the most part, she supports me, and I love her for that. I appreciate that. My dad has never been cool with it, but maybe he will be sometime later.
So what's your like?
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
Do I do what?
Meditate.
Do I meditate?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess I do.
No, it sounds like a no.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's meditating what I do, but I have periods of silence where I just think long periods, like
just
hours.
By yourself, straight silence.
Yeah, just by myself.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that's a form of meditation.
Yeah, that's a form. I also do some yoga. I don't know if that's meditation.
What? Nice. You have to loosen up the limbs so you can create perfectly. Yeah, I don't think people understand that blockage is real. Blockage is real.
It's something real.
Yeah, you can block your energy by, being like in bad shape,
eating bad shit. Like even personally, one of my favorite studio sessions is usually Saturday night, yeah? So like the studio sessions, they hit different. Like if that Saturday I wake up and I go for a jog, and just get I break a sweat or something, or go for a yoga class or something. The studio sessions, they hit different than when I've been inactive for like 2-3 weeks. I've been eating badly. I actually feel the difference. So that's how I know exercise is good for you. And it actually pulled me out of somewhere dark, because that's one of the things I use to lift myself up. Just go and break it. Always works.
Coping mechanism 101. Let me tell you. Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
if you're not, meditating and yoga, all of those things, like just touching, like getting in tune with your higher self.
Yeah, but I feel like people have a stigma though. If they hear the word meditate, I don't know what they think. Their mind goes berserk. They think you're some kung fu kind of.
No. None of those. But I mean, I think as we evolve, I think right now what's happening is there's a spiritual awakening. So it's good to see like people in tune with their spiritual side. So people have been talking about meditating more and, chakras and all of those things. So a lot of things have been in the conversations.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like people have to stop with the stigma. You know, at the time, mental illness was a stigma. People are talking about that more. Depression was a stigma. Now people are talking about that more. I think if we just open up and allow people's journey to speak for themselves, you know, nothing can really stop us. I think a lot of the past generations, there were a lot of secrets, a lot of hiding of this and that, and it
A lot,
stopped a lot of things from happening.
a lot.
Yeah. So now we're open, you know, we're open and honest, and we're trying to get down to to what's pissing us off or what's making us mad.
Yeah.
And I think creativity, like for the creatives, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
It's a very big deal because, you know, it opens up the space. It now gives you the platform, like you can now, you know, comfortably express yourself. It's not something that will be, you know, like looked down upon or considered, you know, loser moves. People are like, yeah, it's okay to express yourself. And yeah, that's dope.
I'm with it all the way. So yeah, closing it out. So nothing we have heard is on the tape.
No, nothing you've heard.
Nice. So all fresh content coming to us right now. It's available on SoundCloud. Yeah. So give us your social.
Yeah, it's Jakk Quill, JakkQuill on Instagram and Twitter. Follow, subscribe to my YouTube to get the drip when it drops.
Hey, 254 drip, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
So we have some, and this is going to be the stash officially out right now.
Yeah.
Jakk Quill.
Go stream and run the numbers.
Yeah, make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're following, make sure you're checking up on this guy, because I'm telling you, the whole NBA is going to do something major 2020.
For sure.
I'm with it. Die Hard video we should be on the lookout for.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys are plugged in to Jakk Quill. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, fam, for tuning in. Make sure you do check out Jakk Quill's mixtape out now, The Stash, on SoundCloud. Links in the description. Make sure you do click those, and make sure you're subscribing to both Jakk Quill and I's pages. Okay, so you guys enjoy the rest of your week.
But I'm back on track for platinum plaques. I kill it back to back. In fact, I'm like a villain. It's the aftermath of stacking up ambition. Bound to rap and platform so magnificent. Right now it's all a dream though. Finna get it like bingo. Money talk my lingo. Brother bilingual. Yeah, I speak fluent. Can't touch this boy, my Negro.
So the business is the worst.